What if you couldn't trust anyone on your own team? Not your commanding officer, not your allies, maybe not even the man standing right next to you. Where Eagles Dare isn't just a war film, it's a puzzle. A film built on deception, double crosses, and one of the most relentless action sequences of the 1960s. And by the end, you're left wondering, who was really in control the whole time? Set during World War II, a team of Allied soldiers is sent on what appears to be a straightforward mission. Rescue an American general held deep inside a Nazi fortress in the Bavarian Alps. But nothing about this mission is straightforward. Led by Major Smith, played by Richard Burton, and accompanied by Clint Eastwood's Lieutenant Schaffer, the team infiltrates the mountain stronghold. But almost immediately, things begin to unravel. Secrets emerge, trust collapses, and the mission becomes something far more dangerous than anyone expected. And here's where the film really hooks you, because this isn't just about surviving the enemy, it's about figuring out who the enemy actually is. Richard Burton is the calm centre of the storm. Measured, intelligent, always thinking ahead. His performance carries a quiet authority that anchors the film. Clint Eastwood, meanwhile, is something else entirely. Less talk, more action. He doesn't dominate scenes with dialogue, but when things turn violent, he takes over completely, and that contrast works brilliantly. Interestingly, the film was originally written with Burton as the clear lead. Eastwood's role was expanded later as his star power grew in the late 1960s, and you can feel that balance. Two different screen presences working in completely different ways. Director Brian G. Hutton keeps the pace tight, but controlled. The film takes its time early on, building tension, layering suspicion, but once the action begins, it doesn't stop. Explosions, gunfights, chases. Each sequence escalates the stakes, and what makes it stand out is the clarity. You always understand what's happening, even as the situation becomes more chaotic. Now, the famous cable car sequence was filmed practically. No CGI, no shortcuts. Actors and stunt performers were genuinely suspended high above the ground, adding a real sense of danger that modern films often struggle to replicate. Now, just when the action peaks, the film shifts again, because Where Eagles Dare isn't just building tension, it's building towards something far more complex. And this is where the film separates itself from standard war films. It's not just about survival, it's about deception. Layer upon layer of it. Characters reveal new motives, allegiances shift, and suddenly the original mission doesn't look quite so important anymore. Over time, Where Eagles Dare has become a cult favourite. Not just as a war film, but as a blueprint for action thrillers. You can see its influence in everything from espionage films to modern blockbusters. But it proves something simple. Action works best when it's built on tension and intelligence. And by the time the truth is revealed, you realise this was never the mission you thought it was. Not even close. Where Eagles Dare is a film that rewards attention. It gives you action, spectacle and suspense. But underneath it all, there's a carefully constructed game being played. And once you see it, you'll want to watch it again. Now, if you enjoy classic cinema, don't forget to like, subscribe and join me next time for another classic movie review here on Golden Age Flicks. In the meantime, keep watching the classics and as always, keep the projector running.